Hello, hello! I hope you're doing fabulous today. I have a pickle jar. So I've had this pickle jar for like at least a year. It's a pretty good size, and I felt bad about throwing it away, so I've been holding on to it, trying to figure out what I could even do with this thing. So, today, we're doing crafts. Oh, hi, Kiki! Yeah. There's her little kitty head. Yes, hello, small one. I love you too. And so, since I have this nice little pickle jar here, it's time for arts and crafts today. So I found a bunch of different pictures on Pinterest for inspiration, where they essentially made little terrariums inside jars. I don't know if there's a proper word for a decorative terrarium or not. If you happen to know what those things are called, please let me know, because I have no idea. But essentially, I went to my local Daiso and got some goodies. So we've got some little fake moss here. Raito Boraito Green. I mean, it says it in English right below it, but I like to test out my Japanese, okay? We've got these little, like, wood chip with rock thingies. Arrangimento setto. Ah. We've got these glass sand beads. This is supposed to emulate water, hopefully. That's what we're going for anyway. I got this little set of fake plants. I'm gonna, like, cut them apart. And, oh, hi. Do you want to plant, Miss Kiki? I know, I'm sorry, they're fake. I've got some light colored rocks here to put on the bottom. Some pearls to spread throughout, since it's kind of like ocean themed. And the thing that really sparked this whole idea for the jar, these. I went to the beach several weeks ago and collected some nice little seashells. And I also, apparently I have a shark tooth. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll be putting these all inside our nice little pickle jar. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, the rocks. So I'm debating on actually gluing them down just to make sure that they are not going to, like, move anywhere, in the case that this gets moved around or bumped or anything. So, hot glue and craft glue will be our friend. Yeah, so I have two glue guns. Can't remember which one is broken. I should really get rid of the broken one. And I should have plenty of hot glue sticks, I hope. If that's not enough, then we've got a problem. There's little gluey bits everywhere. The glue gun is plugged in, and now we wait. So, you guys got any cool stories while we're waiting for the glue to heat up? Oh, I ripped it instead of opening it. Why are you like this? Alright, you know what? I'm just getting out the scissors. Don't care. Don't care. I don't know if it's quite ready yet, though. That was still a little difficult to squeeze. Okay. Gotta stick my nubby little hand down there. And so it begins. Oh dear, it still might be not quite warm enough, but it's fine. I could just put them in there, you know? I feel like I'm being a little bit extra right now with gluing them in, but it's okay. They'll be nice and secure. Ah! I say this one like falls over. I really hope this works out, because if this doesn't, this jar is just gonna be permanently ruined. Bruh. Stay on the rock! Oh my goodness, wow! This glue really does not want to stick to the rocks sometimes. I wonder why that is. These seem kind of wet from when I rinsed them off earlier. Hold on, let me get a paper towel, because if they're wet, then that could be why the glue is not wanting to stick to it. Really just let them dry off. Yeah, see? They're shiny. They're still a little wet. Oh no! No! Uh-oh. Wow. This one rock just refuses to be glued down. I wish I could fit this in there, but I cannot. You want to hear my favorite rock joke, you guys? I did not come up with this joke, but here it is. Did you know that when you spank Dwayne Johnson, you've hit rock bottom? Ah! No! Don't stick to my nail! Like right there. And last rock, where do we want to place it? I'm gonna say over here, on this side. Over here. Cool! Okay, so we've got our rocks in there. There's little spider webs everywhere. I can try to control this a little bit. We've got some rocks in there. Oh, that one is very loose. But it's fine, I'm about to cover it. So next, I think I'm just gonna pour all of this in there. Glass sand. Let me just start sprinkling it in. But while I'm doing that, I also want to place some pearls throughout. I think it'll just be a nice little touch. Alright, perfect. Just like on the sides preferably, so we can see them. Yeah. Sprinkle in some more. Okay. I want a pearl over here. And a pearl over here. I feel like I'm really burying the rocks in this. You can still see them a bit at the bottom, I suppose, but not quite as much as I would have liked. Just dump them in. Dump them in! Here are some larger pearls. What I want to do now, I think, is incorporate some of the shells. I think this is coral? Either way, this looks really cool. Definitely be using this thing. Shark tooth. I feel like I need to put the shark tooth down here. Kind of dig a little bit. Get that shark tooth in there on the side. I want this one on the top, and I'm going to put a pearl inside of it. It's whole! Isn't that cool? I was so happy when I found this. Let me get a nice little pearl to put inside. It's like a little treat. Now, I don't know that we're gonna be able to, like, see it unless I pry it open and stuff, but we'll know. We'll know. I gotta look at the variety of shells we've got going here. Let's make some space. Let's make some space. I've got junk everywhere! So I'm gonna put this shark tooth against the wall, like the other one. Let's put this coral down. Because, okay, here's the thing. I want to put the rocks and the little branches off to one side, and then have some moss kind of going up the wall a bit. Oh, again. My nails! The nemesis. Come on. There we go. Ooh, it's nice and spongy. So I have this crafts glue. Craft bond, okay. I don't know, does this dry clear? I have no idea. How did this even come out? Like, wow, that is really on there. This whole video has just been, watch me struggle to open things. Like, genuinely, this does not want to come off. Aha! Oh, I felt it budge! Part of it is it's so tiny that I can't really get a grip on it. Is this just a pop-off tab? You guys. It opens the other way! Oh, I'm used to, you know, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This thing opens the opposite direction, apparently. Craft glue? Paper towel here. No! Don't get on the desk! Here, just put some of this craft glue on this. Just... plop it down. There. Okay, let me get some glue on this rock here. Oh. I hope this stuff dries clear. Okay. A wood chunk. Let's put that here. Should I put some of the moss down, you think? Some glue on this piece of wood. Should I dribble some more pearls around? I want to use them all. They're like little bubbles. Gotta put more of these shells around. This one, I really, really like this shell. The big shell over here. This unique one. Put another unique one over here. Over here, like in the corner. Now I'm gonna start planting a bunch of the moss up around this side. Okay, I've got some tweezers. I'm gonna put some craft glue in here. And now I can take my tweezers, don't get in glue, and place it. Because I'm gonna go up the side here, like on the wall. Okay.
You just stick to the side there.
I think it's like sticking to the tweezers now. Okay, hopefully that's better. If all else fails, I can use hot glue, but I'd really rather not. Because I know that they'll definitely be able to see the hot glue on the other side. I don't know how this is gonna dry exactly, but at least hot glue would be clear for sure, wouldn't it? Bruh. Alright, would it be easier if I just used my fingers, honestly, at this point? Should I just, like, hot glue, you think? Alright, this might be a little bit tricky, trying to not get hot glue on myself, but I'm going to try. See, this is why you have options available to you. Improvise, adapt, overcome. I really hope this looks cool so I can, like, actually display it in my house. And then, if anyone comes over, I mean, as if I actually have people over at my house. But in the rare instance where anyone comes over, I could say, look, do you like this thing? I made it myself. What if I covered the top of it with the moss? And then put more plants on top? Yo, maybe that's what I could do instead of painting it? You know what? The hot glue actually is fine. If anything, the other glue I was using seems like it's not gonna dry very clear. And the hot glue is working better anyway. Okay, that's probably enough moss, I would say. Probably enough. Let me try and glue a couple of these shells down real fast, because I just want things to be nice and secure. Boom. That is glued down. Now, for this step, I'm gonna take these little fake plants here and glue a couple of them on the inside. So like this. No, not right there. Right here. The lid to this. If I paint this green and then cover it with the moss, I could put some more flowers on top of it, maybe? Alright. Just put a little bit of this paint down here. Yee! That's probably too much paint. Whoa, why is this brush so crunchy? Did I not wash this thing out the last time I used it? Goodness. Okay, set this down. Okay, I'm gonna let this paint dry, and I'll be back whenever it is nice and fully dried. Alright, we are back. This thing is mostly dry anyway. While I was waiting for this to dry, I actually had an idea. I have these two shells here. Super cool looking. And I was thinking maybe I could put one of these shells on top of the lid? I don't know. I feel like it would look really nice. And also, it would kind of double as like a little handle almost. But first of all, I do need to put the moss on this lid here. So I'm just gonna put some hot glue down and then put some moss on. This will be much, much easier to glue than gluing things inside the jar here. So I'm looking forward to that personally. I hope this looks good, because it's too late to back down now, and this is the only lid I have for this jar. Okay, okay. The strings are getting intense. There we go. Hang on, I hear suspicious noises coming from the animals. What are you doing? Ah! I'm just being attacked by glue right now. Unhand me! Bruh, I did the same thing where I just ripped the bag instead of opening the Ziploc. Come on. Come on. Excuse you! Stanley, we gotta talk about the durability of these bags here. I'm just saying. You still got a good deal of moss, so I'm gonna try going around the edges. I'm gonna try it. Sugar. Oh, honey. You are my candy girl. It's so full of life. Unlike me. Wow. I wish I could feel this alive. Which is funny considering it's literally fake moss. It's not even alive. Okay, I think this part's done. Look at that. Ah! Okay. But let me see what I want to do. Do I want to like put this on there? Does that look okay? Or this one fits a little bit better, I think. So maybe I glue this on there and then put some flowers like next to it, just around it. Now, I want... get some scissors. Let's just chop this here. Yeah, we want it shorter. Nyeh. Should I take a couple pearls and glue it on top? Should I do that? Like, right here, there's two pearls right next to each other. We don't really need that. Oh no. Okay, let me glue those down then. Glue it down. Nice. And then I might put a couple little greens just right here. Like this. To kind of even it out on the back side a bit. Beautiful. Now I want this to be viewed from like any angle, really. So I'm trying to make sure the arrangement looks nice, no matter which way it's rotated. That's not glued down. And just a little bit of greenery over here. Let me snip this right here. Not too much. There's too much greenery. And I'm going to glue a little pearl right there. Let's get all the little all the little glue things off of this. Little spider webs. Actually, I think I also want to glue a couple of these tiny shells on as well. Perfect! Okay. And now, the moment of truth. Let's place this lid on. Wow! Okay, I've got to say, my favorite part of this whole thing has got to be the lid, honestly. Here it is in its completed form. I'm quite pleased with the results, actually. This turned out better than I thought it would, surprisingly. But yes, here it is, final results. What do you think? And also, if you have ever taken a pickle jar and, you know, remodeled it, done a DIY of your own, let me know what it is that you did in the comments, because I love this kind of thing, and I am very curious about projects that you guys have also done. Thanks so much for sticking around for this video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!